trusted news source, ABC6 News at Noon.
Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you so much for joining us. We start with the weather today as we take a look outside. A great view with our Skycam. We are feeling the December chill. Nick Morganelli is standing by with more in our first forecast. Hi, Nick.
Hey, Doreen, and good afternoon to you. Yes, certainly a December chill this morning. We're not as cold as some other places in southern New England, though, that had a deeper snow cover from the storm and light wind. There were some single numbers, actually, in southern New England. We didn't get there, but we certainly had the cold day today. Our Skycam showing the beautiful blue sky, but it's ineffective sunshine when it's 37 and the wind is blowing at 13 miles per hour. So it feels like it's in the 20s for this afternoon. Look at the wind chill, 26 in Wakefield, Newport at 28, 25 in Smithfield. And we're going to continue with that wind chill. There's a huge ocean storm here in the Canadian Maritimes up by Nova Scotia, and that is the snowstorm that gave us the snow. It's going to actually back in on us. It's going to keep us breezy and actually bring in a few clouds. Then we focus our attention to the plains, where that system will give us rain at the end of the week, and that's going to cause some severe weather today and tomorrow out in that region. For us, no severe weather, just December cold as we drop into the 20s tonight with the clear sky. Overnight lows again near 20, so a very similar morning tomorrow than we had today. And tomorrow's highs, very similar day than what we have today. Near 40 with sunshine, but that wind will be busy. More on the 7-day forecast coming up in a bit.
All right, Nick, thank you. And now to focus on our schools. And calls continue for the Education Commissioner and RIDE to comment on the leak by the Teachers Union that 2 schools in Providence will be demolished next year. ABC6 News reporter Natalie Norrie is live. She has reaction from both the Education Commissioner and Governor McKee today. Natalie?
Doreen, we caught Education Commissioner Angelica Infante Green, as well as Governor Dan McKee, at an event here in Cumberland today to get their reaction about the drama that's come from this situation. Now, many people were frustrated with this news yesterday. The Providence Teachers Union said they were receiving upset calls from parents wondering what will happen with their children and teachers wondering what will happen with their jobs. PPSD responded to the Teachers Union tweet on Sunday, confirming they would be closing 2 schools next year, but didn't say which 2. Also criticizing the Teachers Union in the process for being premature with tweeting out the information, and Infante Green agreed.
I think it doesn't allow us to have the conversations with the parents and the teachers and everyone that needs to have the information before it goes out publicly.
As far as the Providence school issues, I think that what I've been told is that that there's schools that are going to be replaced with good newer schools, and parents should be really pretty excited about that.
PPSD said there would be no layoffs in the process and that it's time these crumbling schools be taken care of so that faculty and students can benefit in 21st century buildings. Now, Education Commissioner Infante Green also said that the timeline for everything has kind of been sped up now since the information has been made public. But she says what's next is they're set to meet with parents behind closed doors in the schools tonight that were under discussion for this. But all information should be made public by tomorrow. For now, we're live in Cumberland. Natalie Norrie, ABC6 News.
All right, Natalie, thank you. And how to a story developing today. It is a major breakthrough in nuclear fusion research announced today, and experts say this could change the world. ABC6 News reporter Yanni Trigelis is live for us in the newsroom. He has much more on this. Hi, Yanni.
Hey, Doreen. Well, this announcement comes on the heels of decades of research and billions in investments by the U.S. government to try to find a way to produce an efficient amount of nuclear fusion. And last week, scientists in California achieving that for the first time.
In the end, after all that work, the laser has exceeded its performance goals, opened whole new areas of high energy density science to exploration.
The U.S. Department of Energy announcing a major breakthrough in nuclear fusion research this morning, after scientists in the Lawrence Livermore Laboratory in California sparked a net energy gain of fusion last Monday that could one day be key to creating a clean, sustainable energy source for the world.
Within the fusion community, it certainly is a great day.
Brad Marsden, a professor of physics and director of the Brown University Theoretical Physics Center, reacting to the breakthrough, decades in the making.
As long as they get more energy out than they put in, then say that they've achieved break even, which has been sort of the goal for for these many decades.
That's what scientists in the California lab were able to do last week, producing a net gain of 1.5 megajoules in a nuclear fusion test, meaning that for the first time ever, the nuclear reaction was greater than the energy used to create it.
There's no carbon emitted from the actual fusion reaction. It's not a greenhouse emitting effect. And you don't have the same long-term waste issue. And fusion power plants do not have the same ability to melt down. They're not capable of that same type of reaction.
But while the laboratory's breakthrough marked a historic day, there's still a long way to go before nuclear fusion can be part of day-to-day life. As Dr. Kim Goodell estimates, it will be a few decades before it can be commercialized and be used on a widespread scale through nuclear fusion power plants.
It can run day and night. It doesn't require sun, doesn't require wind. So it could complement solar power and wind power in being a carbon-free energy source.
And the primary difference between nuclear fusion and nuclear fission, which is currently used in plants, is that fusion combines the two atoms while fission splits them apart, leaving behind a radioactive nuclear waste. In the newsroom, Yanni Trigelis, ABC6 News.
Thank you so much. Checking some of today's other headlines now. The Providence Board of Licenses will meet today about a city bar and a recent shooting. A dispute in front of Ruby's Bar and Lounge early Saturday morning got the attention of members of the Providence Police Violent Crime Task Force. Task Force members witnessing a group of people arguing outside the bar around 1 o'clock in the morning. And during that, an employee of the business fired a gun, attempting to break up the fight. Police say the employee fled and is still at large. A jury finds a Providence man guilty of murdering a man and assaulting his ex-girlfriend. According to prosecutors, Andrew Mangrew shot and killed Andre Bonilla in August of last year. Bonilla was dropping off Mangrew's ex-girlfriend at her house. Mangrew pulled her out of the car and slapped her before walking to the driver's side door and opening fire on Bonilla. While he was being held in prison, it was discovered that Mangrew was sending letters to his ex-girlfriend begging her not to testify against him. A 23-year-old man has been convicted of setting 3 fires inside a Woonsocket mill. According to a U.S. attorney, Jacob LaHouse will now spend 5 years in federal prison after admitting that he got into the building back in April of 2019 by climbing a ladder and entering through the back. Authorities say he then set fire to a desktop computer, a piece of fabric, and a love seat. He was also caught on video destroying several surveillance cameras. He pleaded guilty to an arson charge in September. The Valley Breeze is reporting that Knock on Wood Furniture is planning to rebuild at its former location and will have a temporary reopening in the meantime before reopening in its full capacity. The longtime local business in Lincoln was destroyed in a fire earlier this month. The building had to be demolished because of the extensive damage from that late-night fire. Later today, the State House lawmakers will meet for the unveiling of the official state portrait of former Speaker Nick Mattiello. He served as the Speaker of the Rhode Island House of Representatives from 2014 to 2021. Current Speaker Joe Shekarchi will serve as the Master of Ceremonies. The artist, Ben Aronson of Framingham, Mass., will also be in attendance. And still to come here on ABC6 News at noon, a historic milestone at the White House today as the president will sign the Respect for Marriage Act. What this means coming up. And the Supreme Court hearing another case about Biden's plan to relieve student loan debt. Back now with headlines from Capitol Hill. President Biden is expected to sign the Respect for Marriage Act into law today. The bill requires state governments to recognize legal marriages from other states, meaning same-sex couples will still have the benefits of marriage wherever they go. The bill was sent to the president's desk after being passed by Congress last week. 39 Republicans in the House and 12 in the Senate joined every Democrat to pass this bill in what's being hailed as a rare display of bipartisanship. The Supreme Court will take up another challenge to President Biden's student loan forgiveness program. This challenge is from two borrowers who are not qualified for the full debt relief forgiveness. Justices will debate whether the challengers have the legal right to bring the case before the court and also discuss the authorization of Biden's plan. The court also announced that they'll leave the program blocked, at least for now. Biden's plan would offer up to $20,000 of debt relief to millions of borrowers, but so far, no debt has been canceled. A somber anniversary coming up in Connecticut. Tomorrow, marking 10 years since the Sandy Hook school shooting. On December 14th, 2012, Adam Lanza killed 20 students and 6 adults at the school in Newtown. The Sandy Hook Permanent Memorial was unveiled publicly a month ago. Some survivors are continuing to pressure the Supreme Court to enact changes aimed at preventing similar violence. Well, still to come on ABC6 News at noon, a growing list of states banning TikTok on state-owned devices. Who's the latest to take a stance? And a second chance for Swift fans. Details on Ticketmaster's new release of tickets to see her Eras tour. Taking a look now at consumer news, and 2 more state governments have banned TikTok for state employees. Governor Spencer Cox in Utah and Governor Kay Ivey in Alabama announcing their state's bans Monday. Both governors say the Chinese-owned app poses cybersecurity risks by allowing China access to user data collected by TikTok. South Dakota, Maryland, and Texas have implemented similar bans. Gas prices in Rhode Island ticking down again. According to AAA, the state's average price is down 15 cents from last week, now $3.45 a gallon. That's 39 cents lower than a month ago and 6 cents higher than this time last year. The state's average gas price is 19 cents higher than the national average. And some new hope for Swifties who missed out on getting tickets for the Eras tour. Taylor Swift is releasing additional tickets after last month's Ticketmaster debacle. Some of the fans who got locked out trying to purchase tickets during the pre-sale will get a second chance. We're told the purchasing window will start before December 23rd. Happy birthday to Taylor, by the way. The singer, songwriter, producer, and now movie director is 33 today.
And now, your ABC6 Storm Tracker weather with meteorologist Nick Morganelli.
Good afternoon. Pleasure being with you today. Look at that beautiful blue sky. What a gorgeous scene out there. It looks so warm, doesn't it, with the sunshine? But it is a cold day. Even gets colder tomorrow. We'll show you that in just a minute. Temperatures right now are in the mid-30s out there, but the wind chill shaves about 10 degrees off of that for that feel-like temperature. It's mainly clear through tomorrow and actually through tomorrow night, which is good because the Geminid meteor showers peak tomorrow night and into Thursday morning, and it's a rainy Friday coming in. So the clouds come in Thursday night, so you won't see the meteors, but you can see them tonight, you can see them tomorrow night. And these are the strongest of the year, rapid fire meteors, best late night. There will be a moonrise. It's a waning gibbous moon, you know, that egg-shaped moon. Not full, but it does impede a little bit on the viewing of these. And remember, a difference between a meteoroid, meteorite, and a meteor? A meteoroid is in outer space, like an asteroid or a meteoroid. And then when it becomes a meteor, when these chunks of rock hit the atmosphere, and then they burn up. So then you have the meteor. If it actually reaches the planet, then we have a meteorite. All right, so there you go, a little astronomy lesson for today. We've got a spin off to the east of us, a storm that is approaching the Canadian Maritimes. That's the one actually that gave us the snow, still with us. And that's actually the storm that's going to bring in a few clouds and then also keep the wind busy here. There's another storm off to the west. That's our weather for Friday. So let's look at these two systems. High pressure giving us another nice day tomorrow with the sunshine, but you're really not going to feel it. It's kind of ineffective sunshine because this low spins backwards here. Look at Wednesday morning. This is 9:30 in the morning. Starts to come down and really winds up offshore. So the difference between that low pressure and the high pressure over to the west of us gives us the wind. So it's going to be a busy wind. Then we're going to focus on this storm that comes in from the plains, giving some severe weather today and tomorrow as it moves across. But for us, there's snow to the north and west. For us, we're going to have the mild air and the rain. This is Thursday midday, and then as it pushes in, we're going to start as rain late night on Thursday, and that's with us on Friday with a wet day. Futurecast wind will show you the tomorrow during the day. We keep the busy winds here. So this is 11 o'clock tonight. Look at this, 10 to 15 miles per hour in the morning tomorrow. We continue 15 to 20 miles per hour during the day tomorrow. So we've got quite a wind chill tomorrow. It's going to feel like it's in the 20s for a lot of the day. Then the wind slackens off by Thursday at noontime. 20 degrees, starlit and breezy. We got those Geminid meteors tonight. 38 and sunny. Feels like the 20s tomorrow for much of the day. Maybe just right when it reaches 38, it might feel like 30 degrees, but really it feels like 20s with the wind gusty at times tomorrow. And the clouds come in Thursday at 40 degrees. We'll have some late night light showers. That turns into an all-out rain on Friday. So it's a wet day with the umbrella for Friday with temperatures in the 40s. And then we enjoy a sunny weekend.
That does look nice,
Not
the
too
weekend.
bad for the weekend.
Yeah, no, not at all. Especially because so many people have so much to get done this weekend. Yes.
Yes, but no snow in that 7-day forecast.
All right.
We had our first one. We're ready for the next one, right?
Yeah.
But not yet.
All right. Thanks,
Okay.
Nick. Well, yeah, there are less than 2 weeks until Christmas. There are still, though, a lot of local families in need this holiday. Children's Friend says there are still about 200 families who still need sponsors in the Spirit of Giving holiday drive. We're showing you some of the photos of people and groups who've already dropped off their presents. And they're not just toys, also warm clothes, diapers, toiletries. It's easy to donate or sponsor a family with your office. We did it here at ABC6. We have more info up on our website. And still to come here on ABC6 News at noon, you're going to meet Captain Jack the Cat looking for his forever home. Pick of the litter is coming up next.
Pick of the litter on ABC6 is brought to you by Pet Supplies Plus.
Here with our friends from the RISPCA today, and we have Captain Jack the cat. Wayne, tell us about Captain Jack.
Well, Captain Jack came to us from Georgia, and just as an introduction, the last time I was here with a cat, it was Susan.
We remember.
Who jumped out of my arms.
Susan!
So we've got our cat whisperer, Olivia, with us. She runs our cat room, and hopefully she'll do a better job.
Hey, Wayne, we still have that clip, by the way.
Oh, that's great.
We could always pull that out.
So Captain Jack came to us from Georgia. He was surrendered in Georgia because he was sick. He had a severe infection, which actually ended up being located in his eyes. He's actually blind in one eye. He can see fine now. He was blind when he came into the shelter there. And fine is a relative term. This cat's not going to be reading the Wall Street Journal anytime soon. But he does well. He's a sweet guy. He's really pretty. He's about 6 months old.
Yeah.
And we'd love to find a home for him.
Love his color.
We do have kittens that will be available within a week or 10 days. So if anyone else is interested in a kitten other than Captain Jack, but he's one of my favorites. This is just a sweet guy. And he's certainly behaving better than Susan.
Yes.
So we recommend him to he'll be great. He's going to be a great indoor cat. We recommend that all cats be indoor cats.
Yeah.
But particularly for Jack here, because of his vision, we think he's just going to be a great house cat for someone.
Yeah. Obviously, there's never a bad time to adopt, but certainly around the holidays, certainly a nice time to perhaps think about Captain Jack as a gift.
Sure, and unlike puppies and dogs, which we hesitate to have people adopt at Christmas because of the activity, you know, cats can be more chill. This is a cat that could be great at Christmas.
I think so too. Captain Jack, thanks for stopping by. Thank you guys as well. Appreciate it. More ABC6 News at noon after this.
Well, finally today, a house in Virginia that is a must-see this holiday season. Check out how it's decorated with more than 30,000 Christmas lights. Mike Clay said he put up the lights himself. He says he was inspired to go all out for the holidays after watching National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Who hasn't been there, right? In honor of my father, in case you're wondering about his power bill, Clay says that it goes up about $100 a month while the lights are up, but he says to him, it's worth it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
$100 isn't too bad,
that's
I
not too
guess,
bad.
in the scheme of
That's
things.
30,000.
Right?
Some people do 200,000.
That's very true. Very true. But that's a lot of lights.
Yeah. So you can still do some last minute
Okay.
outdoor decorating. We'll see that in the 7-day forecast in just a minute. We certainly will have that. If you're thinking about tomorrow, getting the kids off to the school, yep, mittens and moisturizer again. 22 in the morning, 38 for the afternoon ride. And it will be windy tomorrow, so a wind chill is with us. The rain comes in Friday. That's the
Okay.
wet day in that 7-day forecast.
All right. Thank you, Nick.
All
And
right.
thank you for joining us for the news at noon. The news continues first at 4. Have a great day, everybody.